Second that thing kicks off, we rolling. All right, here we go. Hey, what's going on? How you guys doing? Happy Tuesday. Hopefully you guys had a blessed day, made some money in the markets today. Swing trading, it was good. We got a nice green one. A lot of people got a max profit. If you follow the AI hedge strategy we've been putting in WhatsApp, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Day traders, hey, we crush it, right? And the power with what we have in the mastermind is we all can come together and navigate the markets collectively, you know. And you know me, I'm crazy. I watch one, two, three, four, about 5 or 6 stocks every single day, just to ensure that that we get the good qualified setups, you know. And many people can tell you what to do after it's happened, their hindsight. But you know, we sharpshooters and we call the shots how we get it. You know, I had to wear the special gear today. There it is. Got the faith with the candlesticks in the center because that's what we do, right? And it kind of goes back to why I do the things I do. You guys heard me say it before, and I will continue to say it. In the end, right? Why do you do this? Me, I do this so that we could make more to bless more, whatever's in our hearts, give back to communities, churches, friends, or families, making the world a better place for all. So that's my impact to kind of educate people, right? And within that, I like to help you as an individual create passive income from the markets, specifically stocks and options on my side or shares, create the passive income, which leads to generational wealth. So that's really my mission and my motto of why I do things I do. I'm 36. I'm pushing and funneling money into the retirement account. So when I'm 40, 45, 50, that money's going to work for me. And I'm not going to have to show up every single day if I don't want to. I mean, I still will, but you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of part of my grand scheme of things. You know, I believe in day trading as my job. I believe in swing trading to help grow my account, and I believe in using the profits of both to pay your bills and invest into the retirement shares. And on the retirement shares, I just mean I buy shares of companies that I feel can't go to zero. However, that's not feasible. So I say I have a less than 2% probability. If that does happen and we have a less than 2% probability, if that company would go to zero, we all go into the river and fishing. We have no electric, and our money's probably worth nothing. So that's a probability that I'm willing to put my money and invest in, you know. But that's just me, right? So, with that being said, I get a lot of questions over the course of the days, the weeks, and years before. Hey, why do you take some of the things that you do, and why don't you? And that kind of ties me into a couple questions that I've got over the last couple days as well. um, why do I pick the things I do? Like I said, and it's simple. You know, I'm a day trader, or a swing trader, an investor. I'm a trend trader, right? Within that, I'm okay missing some of the move because I know that I can get a piece of the trend. You know, and that's kind of going to be my masterclass tonight. How you can manage the trend. The trend is your friend using the tools that we have from a very simplified approach. So you're not going to have to message me and say, "Well, Brandon, what are you doing? What are you thinking?" I'm going to share with you for day trading and swing trading a very high probability way for you to get setups using Swing Master Pro AI and the reversal arrows that we have in there, right? So doesn't matter whether you swing trade, day trade, a chart's a chart, and that's what's wonderful about what we have. The reason I'm sharing this with you guys is because if you guys accept the challenge, give me a DCG in the box. But here, listen first before you put it in. This is the challenge. I'm going to show you what I think in my mind, how I use the tools. So you guys need to tag me in the WhatsApp or the Discord when you guys find a stock that resonates with what we're about to go over today. So we will end this call with a couple stocks for us to keep an eye on. But we're going to walk through it together. If that is a challenge that you accept, just give me a DCG in the box real quick, and then we're going to rock and roll. We're going to shake and bake. So let me get through what I need to get through first. So then at the end, if you guys do have questions, I will open it up for you. Look, you guys are rock stars. You guys are pouring it in. So let's not waste no time, and let's dive right in. So let me share my screen. All right. So let's see here. Did I do the right one? Man, my Zoom be going up on this upper monitor sometimes. Yeah. Oh man, my bad. Hold on a second. I did the wrong thing. All right, there we go. There we go. We got that now. So let me get the participants off on another screen. Let me get Swingmaster Pro AI and show you guys how we can do this. So, where's it at? Let me see if it comes on over here. All right, we should have it now. Let me make this a little bit bigger here. Should have been prepared. Nah, we good. All right, so can you guys see that? I'm gonna erase this and clear, remove 41 drawings on this. You see that? Jeez, just removed them all. All right, you guys see my trading view screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect, perfect. That's what I need you guys to see. So now, where's my drawing tools? All right, right here. Here we go. I found them. All right, so there is a probability, right? And I'm gonna move this chart. Let me see here. I'm gonna move this chart up to give us a black screen right here. So there is a statistic that says trend, right? Forget my trend is friend, right? What am I talking about? Well, you can look this up. This is a statistic. Moves, right? Moves in trend, right? Typically are 2 times the size of trades that are not in trend, right? So let me ask you this, right? To flip this around. If we know that trend trading typically is twice as large, right? As moves against the trend, what do you guys think you should be doing, right? And it kind of circles back to a quick little story in my early days, I started in 2016. I did not understand the trend, right? I wanted to, and tell me if you guys can relate to this. Price goes up, price falls down. Price goes up, price falls down. Price goes up, price falls down, goes up, comes back down, goes up, comes back down, goes up, comes back down. All right, I'm gonna get a different color now, right? The old me would take buys right here, and I would take sells right there. And I would say buys right here, take sells right there. Buys here, sells right here. Buys here, and I would try to take sells down here. I would try to buy it right there. What I'm getting at, right? And let me know if you guys can relate or if it's just me. I'd always try to capture the up move, the down move, the up move, the down move, the up move, the down move. You don't know why? Because in my beginning days, I wanted to capture everything. I'd go back and say, oh, there's $200 here, there's $100 here, there's $300 here, there's $100 here, there's 1,000 there, there's 300 there, right? Put a yes in the box if you guys can relate to that. And if you're watching a recording, just put a yes in the comments if you can relate to that. Me, I wanted to capture every single move, right? And I wasn't consistent, right? It took me 3 years, 2016, well, the end of 2016, 2016 to 2017, 2017 to 2018, and then 2018, I found a little bit of my stride. 2019 was my first profitable year in the markets. 2020 was my first six-figure year in the markets, right? Until I realized Brandon, and you might not be, I am a trend trader. So, with that being said, right, on our little model, if I erase all these orange ones, let me see if I could do this. Oh, I don't want to do that, but it's all good. So, if we come back to our drawing, right, what this means is I'm trying to capture now, right? This up move. I'm trying to capture a piece of this. I am not trying to capture that. I'm capturing a piece of this. I am not trying to capture that. I am trying to capture a piece of this. Not trying to capture that. I'm trying to capture this piece. Once we failed, now I want this piece. I don't want that piece. I want this piece. Why? Because we are now trading in sync of the trend, right? Does everybody follow me right now? Everybody understand the trend is your friend. The move is typically twice as large in your favor compared to counter trend trading, right? So let me ask you this. Do you guys think you want to become trend traders now, or are you trying to capture every single move? Put it in a box real quick. You can just put a trend or a T if you want to be a trend trader. I'm going to show you, right, to piggyback off what a common thing is. Well, Brandon, you're so good at dissecting the charts. You break it down. It just makes so much sense. How do you do this? And that's what tonight's class is about. I'm going to show you in 10, 15 minutes how simplified this is, right? Using the tools that we have, right? Using the same things that we got. I don't understand why this came right there. How do I get that up back up? Oh, there. What just happened right there, right? What did I do? I forget what I did. All right, we're just gonna do it again. We'll just type in spy.
Look like you dragged it down there.
Yeah, how do I get that back up?
Hit the back button. Just a little back button.
Like right there.
Hit it as many times as you need to.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see that. I just get a new one, I guess, you know?
It's the back button at the top next to replay.
Ah, right there. There it is. Look. Still not there, but it's about to be there. There it is. Look at that. We rock stars. You guys see that? I was about to copy a new one. All right. So appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Right. I knew it was somewhere. I was having a thing about it. All right. So a thing I like to do, right? An exercise I like to do, and this helps me see the market structure, and doesn't matter whether you day trade or swing trade. What I like to do, right, is I like to do this right here. I like to come into my charts, right, and I'm more of a day trader scalper, but you can work on a larger time frame if you want. And you see this right here. You see an up move, a down move, 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 and an up move and a down move. Does that make sense to everybody? Put a one in the box. Right? Does that make sense to everybody? Put a one in the box. When we break it down just like this, and you could do this the same. Go back every single night and do this on a chart, and you can actually see if you're taking trades as you should be, right? Trading a plan. Remember, the man or the woman with the plan always wins, right? Preparation beats the ones that are not prepared. That is why we thrive. So if we're trend trading, let me ask you this. Why, right? Why would anybody want to go short unless they have a system that they know the probability of, right? If you would decide to go short, why would anyone want to go short today? Do you think it's more wise to go long or to go short today? What do you guys think? I mean, from a probability standpoint, I'm saying go long. The trend's our friend. However, I did go short today, and the only reason why is because I trade the AI Lotto high and low system, no matter what. So we've actually caught this move right there, but I knew that there was plenty of opportunity or enough movement and juice to get that. If I was looking for a high probability trade for every person to follow me in a day trading atmosphere, I would wait for a pullback like we got. And take that. However, the SPX AI Lotto trades that I alert every single day, I don't care about. I shouldn't say care. When I back tested to get the probabilities, I didn't count into anything else into consideration. I just took the trades each day. So I did take the trade on the short today, but that's a different vehicle. That's like a truck. And we're talking about an Escalade right now. What we're about to go over. You get what I'm saying? So understanding each different strategy is a different vehicle. So understand that as well. Now, not to confuse you, if I was coming in here and I wanted to dissect this chart, right? We got Swingmaster Pro AI on this chart. If you in the mastermind, you should have this, right? So the trend's your friend. Why do I wait for things to present themselves? You heard me say, right? Green arrow, green candle. Have you seen me share that on Facebook before? All right, you guys got yeses, right? You saw me share it on Facebook for it. This is what I'm talking about right here. If we're zigzagging in an uptrend, why are we in an uptrend? We have a low, we have a higher low, we have a higher low, a double bottom. And until we hold this, then I would say that we still in an uptrend. All right. Now, let's erase all this. You guys still see the zigzags? I do. Guess what? See this arrow right there? You guys see that arrow right there? What is that? A green arrow on a green candle. Everybody see that? This is right here would be a textbook high probability trade. When this candle closes, right? When this candle closes, this next candle opens right here. This would be our entry. So I'm going to put an E. Where's your stop out? Well, if price went down here and then bounced, as long as we hold this, this would be our stop out. Remember last Tuesday's call, we talked about measuring the move and creating targets of where we should go, right? If our move is this large, right, we do the same thing to the upside and say at this area, we're going risk-free. Guess what? We now have a risk to reward of 1. And if we could win this 75 or 80% of the technically, if you win 60% of the time, you're going to be profitable. You know, we win 80, 85% of the time, right? Everybody see that? So that's one trade. Let's say Josh said, oh, Brandon, I went out to take my dog out. I'm looking for another high probability setup. That means you got to wait all these candles. You got your reset. Here's another green arrow, green candle. Here is now, this would be our stop loss, right? Measure your move. Price goes up, there's an entry. Same thing right here. There's your entry, there's your stop out, there's your take profit. Same thing over here. There's your entry, there's your entry, your stop out, there's your take profit, right? Now, the reason I didn't call this one a move to the upside, right? You could, all right? So this is what I'm getting at right here. You can now use these arrows, right, in trend to help you guys understand market structure if you struggle with that, right? This is what I'm talking about. If I see price pull back and it pushes and I see this arrow right there, guess what? The last low we had was right there. That's the low. As we push up, I'm going to put a line in the sand right there, and that's my next low, right? As price pulls up right here, you got this arrow. Now this right here, that arrow, everybody see it, this would be my next low. Then we have a move right here. This would be my next low. So we have a low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Are we in an uptrend, guys, or are we in a downtrend? Put it in the box. Up or down? All right, Dion says up. Everybody says up. Now, Dion, from a probability standpoint, is there more juice for us to take trades to the upside or to the downside? To the upside, right? So isn't that something you'd want to prepare yourself? And that's one of my biggest secrets right there. That is one of my biggest secrets of how I use Swing Master Pro AI. Right? Now, come here and I trade on the 2-minute time frame. You guys know that. Always, 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 I look at the 5-minute. And in our ledger, you have multiple time frames, right? Green means they're green candles. Red means that they're red candles. So now, SPX, I'm going to come down here to a 2-minute time frame. And if I was scalping this, right, I would do something just like this. I know that we're in an uptrend, right? What I would do is I would do this right here. We got our pullback, knowing we're still in an uptrend, and we got our buy right there. 2-minute gives me a smaller loss. And this would be your loss right here, and price continues to go up. You got a 3-bar pullback, price goes up. You got a 3-bar pullback, price goes up, comes back down, comes up. Does everybody see our last low right here? What just happened? What just happened right there? We broke structure. And what should happen? We go down now. Everybody see this? This is important. Then we push back up. We come back down. Now we got a red arrow right there. So this would be our structure. Then on the 5-minute though, look, we're still green. I'm not interested in taking any of that mess. I'm waiting for the next buy signal or the next green arrow, green candle to present itself, right? Does everybody want to know when that is? I'm trading multiple time frame confirmation. Guess what? This right here would be my entry and my stop outs right there. Then price goes up, 3-bar pullback, price goes up. Here's another entry, stop out. Does everybody see that? The same exact thing we did on the 5-minute. I do the same thing on the 2-minute, but I need everything to be in sync on the 5-minute and the 2-minute for me to take that trade. All right, let's go to someone give me another symbol, a future symbol. You want CL or do you want ES or NQ? Someone put something in the box. All right, ES. All right, ES right here. All right, let's come back here. 5-minute. And we don't even have to do this because our ledger tells us this, but just to show you today's session, right? At 9:30, this is and it says pre-market. At 9:30, our candles were red at 9:30, right? And this is one of the reasons why I also shorted it at the beginning, and we caught some of this. Then at what? 10:10, the rest of the day, right? This thing started pushing up. Now, this is what you can practice for. You see how our candles are going up right here? Does everybody see that? We bounced right there. We took this out. What do you think the trend should be? And this is why Swing Master Pro AI is very important, because does everybody see this trend change? I already color coded all the market structure candles, or the market structure along with a couple other things, and built candles out for us, so it gives us a visual real fast. So if we were trading, right? We were trading. I see that we have a low right there. I see these green arrows right there. We have a low right there. I see that we have a low right there. I see that we have a low right there. That candle now puts us in a downtrend. Guess what? Where's our last red arrow? So if we were going in an uptrend right here, right, and this took it out, this is now my high that we must hold. Price pushes down, price comes up, price pushes down. See that? Or you could say price goes down like that, because technically we have a 3-bar pullback, price goes down, right? So in the 5-minute, guess what? You would have caught this red arrow right here. You would have caught this red arrow right here. This didn't give us a 3-bar pullback, right? So that right there, even though we have a red arrow, we didn't get a pullback. You got 2 bars, right? And price goes up. This is our pullback right here, because now we're tagging into previous structure. Price goes down, then it bounces, comes back down. As soon as we take this out, why is our candles turn green right here, guys? Does everybody see how powerful this is? Give me a 1 right now, and we're not done yet. Give me a 1 right now if you see how powerful this is. Trend change. So what do you think we should be doing on that? And you don't got to trade like me. You could trade off the 5-minute and apply the same logic. And if you want to be like Hillary, who is an assassin on the swing trade side, you can apply the same logic on the swing trade side, and I'm going to go there next. So on the day trading side, why did I take this short right here? Because we were trending down on the 5-minute. But guess what? I'm coming here to do the 2-minute time frame, right? And let's zoom out. Where are we at? All right, that same 5-minute bar. This bar closed right here at 9:32 in the morning. High probability setup. This right here is my stop loss. This right here is my stop loss. And look what happened. So my entry was here at 47. My stop out was at 61, right? So that right there is about 13 ES points. 1 ES contract. And this is exactly why we're going to go over this right now, because you guys got to think about this too. 13 points is that's $650. That's a potential $650 loss. I personally, when I trade futures, I like to keep my losses between $200 and $300. That's where I determine where my loss is, especially starting out on the Apex accounts when you have a small 25K account. All right, so now me knowing in my mind that this right here is a 13-point stop, how do I cut this number in half? Well, I know real quick, instead of taking 1 ES contract, I am now taking 5 MESs. And this is the luxury of having the micros and the minis. I'm taking 5 MES contracts. So now my loss on this trade would be about $300. $300. But guess what? As price goes down, I'm up 300. This same move right here, 47, hit a low of 23. That right there is 23 ES points, right? That right there is about $1,100 net profit potential from our entry, our high probability entry down to the very, very low. However, you are never going to capture this very, very low. Now, let me ask you this. Could you have caught a piece of this move? Put a yes or no in the box. Could you have caught a piece of that move? Absolutely, you could have. Better have 50, 70, 80, 90 yeses in the chat box, right? You understand? That's a high probability setup, right? Now, sometimes you're going to miss some of the move, right? So what I'm trying to say is, in sync of the trend, I'm not trying to take every single arrow I don't care about these buys, these little dinky up moves. I want pieces of this. I want pieces of this. I don't want these little pieces right there when I'm in a downtrend. Now, with the same exact logic, right? Since we're in a downtrend, this was previous structure. This was the next structure right here. And now this becomes the next structure. Price goes up, got a nice reset. We started hooking down. This would have been an ideal short opportunity to take the trade. That's a high probability setup right here. Entry, here's your stop out. Guess what? Once you got stopped out right there, now your 5-minute, right, is green. So guess what? You reverse your position or take that loss. Now we're trying to take call trades. We ain't taking put trades. We are taking call trades, right? Now guess what? We're now in the call right here. Here's our stop out. Price goes up. We're in this call right here. Here's our stop out. And now look, at 59, your stop out is 50. That's 9 points. Probably do 6 MESs on this one. Guess what? Here's another potential for you to get 6 to 10 to 12 points to the upside. So now, on that first trade, you would have easily got 5. I got 6 points. So we'll just put 6. Then on the second one, you would have lost right here, right? 51. You would have lost 5 points. -5. Then on this buy right there, right? Guess what? There's about 7 or 8 points. You might have got stopped out. So we'll say 8 points. Then, because this next trade, your stop out is 75. Stop out's right there, 67. Almost got stopped out, but we are still holding. And now pushes up. There's another 5, 8, 9 point winner. We'll just say 6 points and undercut it. Now, it is now 11 o'clock in the morning. We've been here for an hour and 30 minutes. 1.3 hours, right? We just accumulated 6 plus 5 is 1 point, plus 8 is 9, plus 6. That's 15 ES points. One contract, that's a $750 day, and one MES contract, that's a $75 day. Is that something that you could jive with and trade with high probabilities? Absolutely. Why couldn't you? Right? And that's how I trade every single day. That is why every person that trades using this has a very high probability, and that is how we pass so many prop firm accounts. They even said you need to be careful with robotic trading because they thought we were trading a robot. And we do have that, but that's a different call. We're manually trading our system. Isn't that crazy? Now we're on the 2-minute time frame. Guess what? Once structure got taken out right there, now there's your up move, right? There's your structure to the upside. Price goes down, it comes up, goes back down. Now your high comes down to here. Then we take this out right there. Now we're in an uptrend. Our last arrow would be right there. Then our next one is right there. Then our next one is right there. Guess what? You back on the winning side. However, we aren't taking any of this because what is our 5 minutes still doing? Our 5 minutes still green. You understand how now you're keeping yourself out of junk and consolidation. But you're stuck here watching it for 20, 30, 40 minutes maybe. But the high probability trade is green arrow, green candle right here. This is your stop out. Now you're back on trend. Here's an entry. Back on trend. Guess what? Who's shaking and baking? He says this is gold. No, it's simplified trading. It's not gold. We can't touch it. But it is the next best thing to having a crystal ball. And this is why I am as successful as I am. No more secrets. We all thriving in 25. You darn right. Now, let's check this out on SPY. The same thing we just talked about on day trading. All right. Hillary said, I swing trade. I don't day trade. That's fine. I'm just kidding. She does a little bit of everything. But guess what? Let's zoom in and do the same exact thing. Now, on the day trading side, on the swing trading side, it's a little bit different, right? But it's the same exact logic because sometimes, like this right here, I'm not sure if I would call that a pullback. Like, it did drop a little bit, but from this large move up, I would expect this large move up, I'd expect a reset. This large move up, nice reset. You see how this one is more of like a bull flag? But in a simple standpoint, just forget I said that, and let's see how we can do this. So, coming in over here, right? We had a up move. We had a reset. We had an up move. We had a reset. We had an up move. This got taken out right there. What do you think should happen? We're taking shorts, right? We're taking shorts. Guess what? Here's our first entry to the downside, grand slam. But now this is what I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days you have to wait. Now we're confirmed long again. So this is our low, right? This is our higher low. 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 And this comes down. This is our higher low. Now, guess what? Would you be happy to be into a call trade here on a swing trade? Goes up right here. Swing trade goes up right here. Swing trade goes up right here. Swing trade goes up. Would you guys be happy? Would you be happy with that? Would you be happy with missing some of the move in order to trade in sync of the trend? This works on anything. You could leverage trade crypto. As long as it has a chart, you can do the same thing. So that is how I swing trade as well. Now, sometimes you get into some chop or a little bit of mess because not everything's perfect, right? But check it out. This was our last low right there. All right. I butchered that. This is our last low. And look what happened right here. We did bounce, right? So
Not
here's
much. No. 10 shares of NVIDIA.
here's a buy. I'm muting you. Here's another buy. Here's a buy. Push up, push up. Now, sometimes on the daily chart, right? This candle, we did technically close to the downside, but if we don't close or break underneath that, I call this a one bar trap, right? And on the day trading side, I'm not as concerned about it, but on the swing trade side, this right here would be a one bar trap, right? Let me show you what I'm talking about. If this was my most important structure and this candle right there closed underneath it, but the next candle closed back underneath that low, to me, we're still bullish. And I'd call this a one bar trap, and price comes right back on up. So I personally would take the call right there, which I did alert, and a lot of people made some money right there. Of course, I got sold out right there. A lot of people made tons of money. And why did they make money? The same exact thing we talking about. So now you can trade in sync of the trend. You should be able to trade in confidence using the same thing. All right, Brandon. He's just talking about a SPY because he already looked at it. All right. Someone give me a random symbol for the swing trade side. Someone put something in the box. Not a crappy company, something that's liquid that we would trade. All right. They said QQQ. Sorry, Josh. Your hair too slow. All right, QQQ. Same thing. All right. Now, if we zoom in and pretend we don't know what's happening, right? Check it out. We have a low. We have a high. We have a low. We have a high. We have a low, right? So if we zoom back a little bit more, all right, here's a better example or a great example. We have a push up. Here's a buy. We got a reset. We got our buy right there. Stop loss pushes up. Reset. We got a buy right there. Here's our stop out. Price pushes up. Reset. We got a push up. Maybe you consider this a flag. Maybe you come down here. There's our buy. Here's our stop out. What happened right there? Guess what? We started pushing down. Does everybody agree that now right here, this would be the trend change? Everybody agree on that? Give me a yes or no in the box. Everybody agrees. Make sure we all in this. And this is the final piece I have for you. All right. Everyone says yes. Now let's go over and see what happens. Guess what? We all said yes. So the high probability setup for me would be this red arrow, red candle. At the end of the day, this would be my stop out. Guess what? Bang! That right there is probably a 10x return. $100 into $1,000 on that swing trade right there. You don't need a lot of money. Now, this is our most important structure. Why did our candles turn green? Anybody want to know? Ding, 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 ding. Guess what? We have it custom coded. This is why Swing Master Pro is elite. This is why the Mastermind is elite. Guess what? We broke it. So now we come down and use the last green arrow as our low. That's a crooked line. Our structure is pointing to the upside now. Price pushes up, resets. Price pushes up. I would love to take this green arrow, but it's on a red candle. I would actually wait on this one because I'd expect us to maybe cycle back down, but that didn't happen. I would take Grand Slam. I would take this buy right there, and you got the winner. then I would 100%. Let's scroll over now. Now we know we're in an uptrend. See, I'm not impatient now because I know there's tons of opportunity. Here's a buy right there with your low. Price comes up, right? And I call this like a bull flag. That's kind of trading sideways. You don't have 3 bars down on those. Um, but even if you did, right? Maybe you got confused, and that is fine. Maybe we take a buy right there, and this would be our stop, and then we use this as our stop right here. I butchered that. We use this as our stop, right? We would take our buy here. We would take our buy here. Price comes down. Next bar comes back above it. This is our 1 bar trap. Guess what? We would take this buy right there, and we would get Grand Slam paid. Then we would take this buy right there. Grand Slam paid. Then we would take this buy right there. Grand Slam. Now, right here's an important structure, right? We went like this. We come up. Guess what? We broke structure right there, and it's not a 1 bar trap. Even though our candles are green right now, still expecting upside movement, but based off market structure, we could start trending to the downside. So what we'll be looking for, a pullback, a red arrow, winner. Pullback, red arrow, winner. Pullback. We just closed above this right there. What do you think I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for a green arrow to give us on cues. And then now this would be our low. This would be our higher low. And I think we're going to start shaking and baking our way back up to the upside. Does everybody see how simplified understanding market structure is? The trend is your friend using the arrows. Does everybody understand that? If you do, give me a DCG in the box real quick. Make sure I did what I needed to do to make sure you guys have the confidence and you guys are the experts now doing this. It works on day trades, swing trades, and investing. It works on Forex, crypto, shares, stock options. Thank you. I see you guys putting all the DCGs in the box. You guys are rock stars. Awesome. For daily trades, do you enter at market open or do you wait for a few minutes? All right, that's a good question, right? So now, since these candles are on the daily chart, you have two options. Mark. You can either enter it at the very end of the day and get in right there, knowing this is your stop out, or you can enter the next day as long as it doesn't gap up solely. So, like, what I mean is this trade, I like to enter them at the end of the day. I always come back to the markets at like 3:30 just to take a peek at it. And this is what I encourage you guys to do if you're up for the challenge. Each and every single one of us can pick one stock. And if we're a green arrow, green candle at 3:30, why not all of us come together and share that in the Discord and say, look, we have a potential buy on this stock, right? So what if Mark looks at Qs? What if Eric looks at Tesla? What if Gretchen looks at SPY? What if Quinn looks at PLTR? If we all take 1 or 2 stocks, you legit take your phone and look at the end of the day. There's no reason we can't leverage each other and say, look, check this out. I'm liking it. If we do that, right? If we do that, don't you think trading would be way more simplified? And now who's up for that challenge? Put a 1 in the box if you're up for that challenge. This is recorded, so I will see who puts a 1 in, and you can either pick your favorite stock or I'll pick one for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we're going to work together inside the mastermind because we all have trust in the same system doing the same thing. Now look, recording. You see all these ones in the box right here, guys. All those ones. We go back and hey, I'm keeping receipts. All right? But I'm saying I want us all to make more, to bless more. And that's really what it's about. We can all create passive income from the markets with a probability. Do we win every trade? No, we don't. And that's why we use risk management. To go back to Mark's question right here. Here's 2 scenarios. If we don't know at the end of the day to take this trade, then the next day when you gap up, I wouldn't take that. But on this trade, if we don't get in at the end of the day and the next day it's a little bit above it or even retraces, as long as it doesn't hit our stop out and anywhere in this, that now becomes a valid buy entry for us. So sometimes we might get something that's better on sale. Sometimes, like if we have the entry here and here's our stop and our target's up here, but if we enter it down here at this wick, now you have such a little loss to a huge risk. That's like you risking 20% to make 200 or 300%. It's only going to help you in the long run. The problem is don't try to do that on every single one because they all don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Do you have a specific time the arrows print? No. So if this arrow could be at the open. It's just you have to wait for these candles to close because sometimes the arrow will be there and then go away because they only print like they'll stay there once the candle closes. So on the day trading side, you know when that candle is going to close. On the swing trade side, we know that every single one of these are daily candles, so we're going to have to wait until 3:30 for that to be pretty doggone valid. You know what I'm saying, Mark? And what chat we going to post this in? Right here. I'll show you. We're going to go right here. Right? All you that are up for the challenge. DCG Mastermind. You're going to scroll up here, scroll down, level 3, stocks and options. And you guys are going to say at and tag me every single time, Brandon from Beast Mode, and say, I like a cat, green arrow. And we're all going to know exactly what we're looking at. Does everybody understand? If they don't, they're going to have to come back and watch the recording to understand what we're doing. So there right now is about 20 of us that accepted the challenge. We got 20 people right now looking at the markets for everybody else. And we're going to make stock options great again. And we're going to flex on them. You know what I'm saying? We will flex on them. I love it. I love it, he says. I love it. Awesome. Give Willette your TradingView username or reach out to me, and I'll unlock you. Easy as that. All right, so real quick before we open up for questions, as promised, I'm going to give you a couple stocks to keep an eye on, and this is some things I do outside or yeah, easy money. This is stuff that I do in order to give us stocks. Like we have trades every single day. I just don't put stuff out every day because like I don't want to overwhelm some of the newer folks, you know what I'm saying? But some of the OGs, they ask me for stuff all the time. So we'll wait for the scanner to load up. There we go. I just put the batteries in. We good. We got the bearish ones and we got the calls. There's no way there's nothing on the call side. All right, so we'll start at the bearish one, right? We got Honeywell, HON, and I think we have that on the weekly hit list. All right, so HON, let's pull it up on our chart. Let's dissect this. HON, right? Take practice, we take lesson and theory. All right, check it out, right? And this is what I do on all my stuff right here before I take a trade. I say, all right, we are pushing in an uptrend. We are pushing in an uptrend. We're in an uptrend. We're in an uptrend. Right here, we broke structure. We're red now. We come up. Guess what we had today right here? So now we're in a downtrend. Candles are red. We actually had a red candle, red arrow entry right there. This would be our stop. This would be our target. Honeywell is a great stock to take a trade on. So you have two ways to enter the trade. You can put an alert right here at the low of the day. If we do break this, we know that there's a ton of room to push to the downside. If Honeywell retraces anywhere back up here, right? This right here is a good opportunity to get it too. So we're going to say stop out is 227. Entry right now is 220. That's a 7-point stop. If we gap up tomorrow to 224, you get a better opportunity trade. Everybody understand that? Better opportunity. So you're going to say Honeywell, bearish trade idea, bearish trade, or I'm going to say, yeah, Honeywell bearish stops at, what did we say up here? Our stops at 227.25. And that's how we have that right there, right? Now we go back to our Thinkorswim, see what else we have on the list. There's no way there isn't any calls. I mean, if not, I'll find something for us. But ABBV, all right, same thing. What we just talked about today, I'm going to go over it, ABBV, and we're going to zoom out. All right. Now we have I'm not sure if there's I can't even tell if there's one behind there or not because the lotto thing's there. But let's check it out. ABBV. All right, let's see what we got on this one. All right. I see that we were trending to the upside. We broke this. Now our candles are red. We're still red. We're still red. Here will be our stop out right there. Where are we at? All right, if I like this trade, I'm gonna put a stop out at 178 because if we get a red arrow there, then that's gonna be our most recent structure. So guess what? We're still in a downtrend. And if we're in a downtrend, we should probably hit up these lows down there. So this is another good one. Another good one to keep an eye on. ABBV, bearish, stops at, let's see right here. We have a stops at 178. All right. So now we got two bearish trades, and I'll give you guys two bullish trades. Let me see if nothing still didn't pull up. Nope, nothing didn't pull up. All right, that's fine. That's gonna make me work, and I'll try to pull something out real quick. Let's see what we got. Google with an L. Look at this. I couldn't even play this out any better. Look at this. All right, same thing. We were pushing down. We were pushing down, right? We took this out. Now we're pushing up, right? Now we're pushing up. Now we're pushing up. This right here, add that one bar trap right here. Never broke out. We're still in an uptrend. We're still in an uptrend, still in an uptrend, still in an uptrend. Guess where we're at right now? I like Google right here with the stop out of 190, we're going to say. You see that? Google bullish stops at what I say 190. You want to see Meta? All right, let's check it out. Maybe we'll see Meta. All right, so now here's the situation we got. Meta is extremely bullish. Now, this is my problem why I will not take Meta, right? So look, we're trending up, we're trending up, we're trending up, and we come all the way up here. Is this smart to get into the trade up here, or are we trying to get into the trade down here with the stop out? Down here with the stop out. So remember, in an uptrend, right? I don't want to enter the trade way up here because I know it's due for a reset, right? This is just me being super safe. I want to get in right here with the stop out there. I want to get in here with the stop out here. I want to get in here with the stop out here. Not way up here, not way up here. In these lines, where are we at up here? You see that? That's a little bit too high for me, overextended. I think we could find a better setup, like Microsoft. I think we have a way better setup on Microsoft. See, you guys posted that. Look, we're trending up right here. We're trending up, right? Same thing. We still held that. We're trending up. This would be our most structured stop. Microsoft 424. Man, that's a huge stop. You see that? That is a huge stop. But Microsoft moves 10, 15 points in a day. We that is a good one. I like that one. Microsoft MSFT bullish. That was some player advice one to enter. Nah, Travis, because I'm done chasing. I want to take high probability setups and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Our money's our war chest. Would you wait till 3:45 tomorrow after FOMO? Absolutely, Josh. And I'm just giving you guys the lecture and training tonight so that tomorrow, whatever happens, we can crash down, we can push up. There's going to be something for us to keep an eye on. So if we all watch something, even if we don't get a trade tomorrow, okay. What do you think is going to happen on Thursday or Friday or next week? We're now going to create opportunities every single day, every single week. You know what I'm saying? So in the Discord, post up and say, Brandon, I accept the challenge. Everybody that wants to do it, tag me, put in the Discord, and then I'll give you stocks, or you tell me what stocks you're going to watch. Oh yeah, Josh, I'm always I'm always at my desk at the end of the day. I'm going to put stops right here at Microsoft at 4:30. 4:30. All right. There's two stocks for us to. I want to listen in on you hunting. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? That is fine. You good. Let me title this Tuesday night plays. I'll post this in the Discord and we good. All right. Anybody have any questions for me? Or are you guys just overwhelmed? Anybody have any questions? Go ahead, Travis. What's up?
I was gonna type it, but I'll just talk. When you trade on Fridays, I listened in like last Friday and I saw the scorecard up or the coloring book. I saw your coloring book up. But do you have the stock that you're actively trading up, or everyone has the stock that they're trading on their screen and you just have the coloring book up most
All
of the
right, so
time?
that's a good question. I have two things now. I stream Swing Master Pro AI with what I just shown you, and I in the live room, I do the coloring book. So for those of you that don't know, this is the coloring book that you're going to see when you live trade, and everything that you see on this, all these different tools, is blended into Swing Master Pro AI and the tools we have on TradingView. So instead of you getting 18 different tools and piling them in for yourself and me spending tons of my time when I'm with my family, right? I created the TradingView ones because it's way more simplified, right? So with that being said, what you're going to see now is I have two streams that go on at the same time. I have this stream right here where we trade ES futures, we trade CL, we trade NQ futures, and we trade Tesla. So every trade that I like, I would do this. I would say, look, I put the arrow right there as a buy. If I like this trade over here, we got a green candle, green arrow. There's a buy. Tesla, here's a green arrow, green candle. There's a buy. So I can show you what is a great setup if you need help following along. And then if we see any short setups, I put the down arrow like right there. And I would put a down arrow right here. So as it's playing out, I do all this on the second stream. So if that's something that's benefits you, let's let me know. And that's what I do. So I'd rather have this, but I have people that's been with me since 2019 and 2020 and 2021, and they love the coloring book. And that's what they're used to. They still have the trading view ones, but I can't I can't switch it out. So that's why I just created two streams. I have some OG players that they they've been here since day one. So it's like how do I take it away? You know what I mean? You got that Travis?
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, if they looking at the coloring book, I mean, there must be a method to the madness. So I got to get used to the style. You know what I mean? We in the
Well, so
water,
yeah,
so
so there
either I'm
is
a
a method
surfer
to the
sail.
madness, and I have a training on it on the YouTube channel, but it's probably about a year and a half old. So I used to train people on the coloring book, but like I said, a year and a half ago, me, Mike, and Jamar put a lot of money and resources into the trading view tools just because it's more simplified. So Swing Master Pro actually has like four or five custom things built into it into one tool. You know what I mean? So, and then as you know, Swing Master Pro AI by itself, there's multiple vehicles within the one indicator itself. So it's very powerful. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, it looked like it's got a lot shaking. It looked like it could do a bunch of different things at once.
I'm gonna tell you this: whether you day trade or swing trade, you got a Cadillac, you got a Range Rover, you got a Benz, and you got a Beamer. Yeah, you just got to pick one, and roll with it, or you could trade them all like me. You know.
Yeah, I've been scared to ask for a request because I didn't know if I was ready for it yet.
Got you. I got training videos on all the different vehicles built inside of it. So just let me know. And then on the swing trade side, we buy reversals. What I just shown you in trend trades. We do the iron condors. We do the straddles and strangles right off Swing Master Pro AI by itself. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to make a whole bunch of and this was a request. I'll make a whole bunch of training videos on each vehicle, but make them super short. One example, like 2 to 5 minutes long. So that way people don't need to go back and watch like 45 minutes at a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dope. I appreciate you.
Yep. So it'd be like something like, hey, this is how we do it. This is the rules. This is where your stop out. I'm going to show you a couple examples. Bada bing, bada boom, boom shakalaka. We done. So I'm gonna get all that posted on out. But just give me a couple days to transfer it all over. Iron Condor Masterclass is yes, I have that too, Mark. It's in the Facebook group, but if you shoot me a message, I could shoot you over a video request. Yep, I'll put this is copied and streamed live. Just go to the YouTube channel, Beast Mode Trading. You can catch it on there. Make sure you comment underneath it when you do watch the recording. Hashtag mastermind, and that's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? It's accountability. So I know that you watched it. I'll post these trades, yep, in the Discord in the alert section. So you guys will have them for tomorrow. But hey, other than that, hey, does anybody have any other questions? Yeah, Hillary, what's up?
Yeah, I've been noticing these last couple of weeks on my scoreboard, I only see strong sells. I haven't seen strong buys for like the 15-minute time frame. I'm just trying to double check. Is there something off about my scoreboard or yeah, there's something off about my scoreboard?
I mean, this is how you could test it. Put in VIX on your scoreboard, and then I don't know what you have loaded on yours, but I'm on the 15-minute time frame and I got strong sells on mine and strong buys.
Okay, because I'm only getting the strong sells. I made money. I made great money off of sells, but I just
Yeah,
noticed that,
yeah.
oh, okay. So you have JPM and then you have ABBA. Okay, I'll double check those two and I'll get
Yeah,
back to you.
you can copy this too. Also make sure if you don't pay for I pay for premium data. If you don't pay for premium data, just make sure when you put the stocks in, you can't change this to like ES because it's going to mess it up. You gotta put it on a stock. I pay for premium data, so I put it on the ES or future symbol. But now if you come over here on my scoreboard, I mean I still got strong sells and strong buys. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's still
Okay.
the same, but I'm saying if you don't pay for futures data and you got some futures in here, it might mess it up in that regards. But I would just see if it mirrors my stocks, and then we can go from
Okay.
there, you know?
Okay. Thank you.
Yep, that's a good question though. Anybody have any other questions?
Hi, Brandon. It's Crystal. I have two questions. The first thing is about the cloud. I'm calling it the cloud. I forgot what you actually called it. But I'm not seeing that on my Swing Master Pro. So when I go to settings, where could I,
Hold on a
you know,
second. So
into
you have to have Swing Master Pro AI, not Swing Master Pro.
Swing Master Pro? Let me see. Yeah, I have Swing Master Pro AI. Yes.
Gotcha. So if you click on the settings,
Uh-huh.
scroll down, you're going to
Mm-hmm.
do the order flow lines. You got to turn that box on,
Okay.
and that's where that's at.
Okay. Thank you. And
Yep.
the next thing would be, could you go over when the Swing Master Pro changes from, when the trend is green and then it, break a structure and then it turns to red candles
Okay.
or vice versa. I just need you to reiterate, like when we know that structure has changed.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. So, and I'm just going to do it on ES because we're already here, right? Is that cool?
Yes.
All right. So, and it's all time frame. So, same thing, right? If we come over here on this, we were trending up, right? In 15 minutes, it's a lot. It's a lot of data. So here would be here. You see this arrow, that green arrow?
Yes.
That this would be a low. Then price resets. You see this green arrow?
Yes.
That would be a low. So
Okay.
that's how we're countering our market structure. Once this got taken out, now you use the previous red arrow, and that's your high. Price comes up, it resets, you take your short there. This would be your stop out. Price pushes down. Price then comes up again, right? Still doesn't close above your stop out. Here's another red candle, red arrow. Price pushes down. You pull back up, you reset. Here's another entry. And all while maintaining this, now you see how the candles go from red to green. So what's our trend now?
It's an uptrend now.
All right, so it's our uptrend. So now let's walk through it again. So you said this is our uptrend, which I 100% agree. So now I'm waiting for a pullback in our green arrow, green candle. Here's my entry. There's my stop out. Price pushes up right to your 1-to-1, and then it resets. Now we close underneath it. What colors are candles?
It's red. It's a downtrend
All
now.
right, so guess what? Price pushes down, resets. Here's a short. Here's your stop out. Price pushes down, resets. Here's another short. There's your stop out. Grand slam. Price resets. Here's your entry. And let's keep on going, right? We're still in a
Right.
downtrend. We're still in a downtrend. Why? because our last arrow structure was there. Our last one right there was here. Our last one right there. So that's a high, a lower high, a lower high. Price then resets, comes up. Then we have another lower high. Price resets, comes down. This arrow, we have a lower price high. What happens right here?
It breaks structure.
And what colors our candles turn?
Green. Thank
All
you.
right, so market structure is in our favor. So I'm looking for a green arrow, green candles now. So I would take the buy right there. Here would be my stop out. We didn't close underneath it, so we're still trucking up. Here's another entry. Here is another entry, and look what happens. While not getting stopped out, this price end up floating to the upside.
It does.
Then price reset. Here's our arrow. This would be our structure. Here's our 1 bar trap. We're still bullish. And look what happens. Are we still in an uptrend?
Yes.
And then what happens overall to the market?
It keeps going up.
And that's how you can simplify your trend trading.
Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Good question. We got any other questions? All right. I will post this in the Discord. I appreciate you guys. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. You guys are rock stars. Thursday. It is Q&As. Any question you have along the way, make sure you attend class. Shoot me a message. If you want and you can't attend it, I will answer your question live for everybody else. Be there, be square. Tomorrow, live trading. If you're full mastermind, come make some money. Let's go. Faith, DCG, baby. Hey, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Beast Mode out.